Hello, everyone, and what the fuck is up? Welcome to this podcast. It's been like a year since I made the last one, and I realized, hey, maybe I kind of want to be doing this shit. So here I am. I kind of regret not continuing, because it's been a year since I did the last podcast. But hey, that's fucking life, right? Sometimes you did some shit, sometimes you didn't do shit. Are you gonna sit down and regret shit? Maybe a little bit, if you're me. I've been living one of the strangest fucking lives. Actually, it's not that strange. It is. It's definitely not a normal life. It's not like I'm out here like my life is a movie or some shit. It's kind of the opposite. I just live like a very just out of touch, like not real life. Not because I succeeded at some shit, just because that's kind of how the way it is and it happened. And I could go into it. Don't feel like doing it right now. Maybe I'll do it eventually. I want to be doing this podcast every week. So, hey, you're going to get tidbits here and there of what the fucking weirdness my brain is. But for now, just sit back and relax. But anyways, what I've been up to this past year, I'm going into this like thinking like, knowing that no one's going to fucking watch this shit. Maybe in the future this blows up, right? Hopefully. Hey, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, right? Crossed like palalas. But yeah, I now want to make shit on YouTube and TikTok and shit. I had a strong fucking burnout from that due to many reasons. I'm still kind of have a very strange mindset relating to it, but at least I know kind of what I want to be doing, and I'm gonna be doing it and not talking about it. So catch that on my fucking YouTube and social media platforms. Other than that, I started really thinking about what I actually want to be doing with my life, and I thought, okay, let me try stand-up comedy. And shit, let me tell you, first of all, that shit is fucking tough. Okay, so it's tough, but also you gotta go to the right place. You gotta be, I don't know, I feel like the way I went about it was wrong, because I feel like the way I should have gone about it, or should go about it from now, it's not like I gave up or something, but it's like maybe write some shit down, say it to my friends, maybe have 5 minutes of it, and then like go to an open mic. But then I figured, like, that's how people did it. That's how mostly everyone did it. They probably just were like, okay, so I just gotta go up and try this shit, just straight up cold turkey. The issue with me is that petrifies me, and I have zero like public speaking experience. And I noticed that in high school I was fine with public speaking and shit and like speaking in front of a class. And something happened in my high school, in my high school, or I think it was in college, that like my confidence just shattered. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think it was after, because I did it. I had to do it a couple times for uni and it went fine. But something happened now that I feel like I'm completely, absolutely petrified. And even like if I talk to friends and shit, like I'll forget what I'm saying as I'm saying it, and that just petrifies me that happens on a stage. But even then, like, who the fuck cares? The point is, I went to a fucking stand-up comedy class, and I know what any fucking comedian would say about it. And also, like, who the fuck can learn? Like, no one's gonna learn how to be a funny or some shit. I didn't go into it thinking that. But I thought, like, okay, either I go to a public speaking class, which that's just gonna be a bunch of fucking wannabe entrepreneurs being like crypto entrepreneurs being trying to figure out how to say their TED talk about their new fucking DeFi, lo-fi fucking NFT token, whatever the fuck. And I was like, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna kill myself because I'm gonna hate that shit. But holy shit, can a comedy class really make me want to kill myself even more, bro? Holy shit. So a stand-up comedy class is like a reverse funny experience. Like it's almost like a meta fun comedy show. It's like a comedy show. This shit is so fucking funny afterwards. Because in the moment, it's the most painful shit you can imagine. But then you think about it after, you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking hilarious how horrible it was. And maybe there's good experiences out there with actual funny people. I doubt it. Because the actual funny people are out there being funny. These are some of the most unfunny, like just out of place motherfuckers. And also like a mom. Like there was clearly people in there who were just like, hey, like I'm just a regular ass mom. Like picture the mom of a random kid you had in high school, in fucking elementary school. And the mom was like, hey, I like Kevin Hart, so let me try comedy. So she would show up and she's like, yeah, I saw a couple comedy shows and I liked it, so here I am. Like, it was clearly like a little bucket list, like, oh yeah, I found this little funny class that I can go to. Holy shit, bro, it's so painful. Like, I would have to go up and like people would have to say what they thought of you, the first impression of you. No one fucking, people told me that I looked like an apple, like a fucking Apple Genius Bar fucking helper or whatever the fuck. And I was like, okay, thanks. Based on, currently I look like a fucking, what the fuck is this? Currently I look like a cult. I feel like I look culty, like a cult leader. I feel like I look like a cult leader, and in my cult, all you have to do is listen to my music. I feel like I look like I make very bad music, and that I really try to get my friends to listen to it, which I feel like would be pretty accurate. I've tried making music, that shit was whack. I kind of want to continue making music, actually, now that I think about it. But that's a topic for another fucking moment. Anyways, back to the comedy thing. Dude, so these are legitimately some of the unfunniest. Like, this is like a type of person who's trying really hard to be funny, and they would say jokes like based on the formula, like, oh, the law of threes and shit. And like, the first two things are normal things, and the third one, you swoop them. This fucking slightly different. It's like way different. So that's funny. So then they would say things like, oh yeah, I love a hotel. Like I go to a hotel based on the location, the fucking review, and the carpet. This was a legitimate joke, they said. And I was like, okay, what's the joke? And he said it was like, oh, because the carpet, because like he went to a hotel and it had a very strange carpet. So he thought that was like a different thing. This was like painfully like, this was guys who, they would go up and talk, and you would be like, they would talk with pauses in between. They'll be like, yeah, so blah, 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 blah. And then they would pause. And I was like, why are they pausing? So that's because the person thought he said a joke, but it was just a sentence. Holy shit, bro. And the worst part is, okay, so I felt like I had some decent jokes. I went up and just fucking crickets every time. Like, unfailably crickets. And, okay, as a comedian, you have to deal with that. You have to be like, hey, this is what you got to deal with sometimes. But for me, I never went through that. I never experienced that. It was my first time just putting myself out there, and then with just fucking crickets out there. And that shit was like a lot. It was a lot to stomach. I wrote a bunch of shit, and I was like, holy shit, I got a lot of pretty decent shit. And then I went up and I said some shit, and just fucking no response, bro. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that these people are this was just like, it was like if you sit in a room and you have 40, you're saying the best comedy shit. I'm not saying that mine was the best, but you're saying like the funniest shit in the world, but in front of you is just like 20 goats. Like, what are they gonna do besides probably just sit there climb some shit, take a shit or something. Like, I think these guys were not qualified to laugh at a joke. These guys wouldn't know some funny shit if it hit them in the fucking face with just a jackhammered it to the face until they split open and their brain was out and shit. They would be like, oh, that's not a joke. That's a jackhammer. Or some shit. Or just... They would really figure out the worst shit to say. I think my first joke was... I said like... Hey, so as you can, because you had to say a joke about how you looked like. Apparently, that's like the little formula. Like, oh, the first thing you have to say is I know I look like blank. So I was like, yeah, I know I look mixed. My mom is like black from Central America. My dad is white. So historically, if you trace my lineage, like, one half of my family, probably at one point, slaves. And the other half, probably owned a couple. So I'm trying to figure out which side I'm on. Is that not a joke? That's at least a joke, right? I'm trying to figure out which side I'm on. I'm fucking... That's crazy. I'm black. Like, I can't be on a side. My side is I don't want to own slaves. I don't know. I hate explaining a joke. I felt like that's pretty funny. I said it to my friends. They're like, yeah, that's pretty funny. I said it in here. The people were like they were offended. They're all the whitest people ever. Whitest like 50-year-olds ever or 40-year-olds or some shit. These guys were 30. The minute there was a minimum age, and it was like you at least have to have like 4 kids. All these guys were like 40-year-olds with a bunch of kids. Bro, they were like, I don't know. I think I said slaves and their butthole like contracted and they didn't know how to act or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, that shit fucking was painful. I couldn't even finish the thing. Then the teacher, who was like a really nice guy, is like telling us like, yeah, so there's ways to be funny. Like, here's the ways to be funny. Like, yeah, the law of threes. Like, you say one thing, then another thing, then the third one is way different. Or you like compare 2 things. So like Mark Normand, he's just compares a bunch of things. So he's like, oh yeah, so compare 2 things that are not likely to be compared, not normally compared. Like, hey, why is fucking nail polish kind of like airplane food or some shit? And then all these guys are just fucking, yeah, airplane food, yeah. They all had a fucking paragraphs written down of shit. How to be fun. The top of it, how to be funny. And then they're just like, yeah, compare nail polish with airplane food. So never gonna be funny, any of them. Including me, maybe, I'm not judging. Maybe I hope that they're the funniest people. Shit. No, my microphone. Hey, airplane food, am I right? Oh my god, I straight dented it. It's dented. Anyways. I hope that they're gonna be the funniest fucking people in the history of the humanity. I really hope that. That would be the best thing. And then I would meet them again afterwards and be like, oh my god, you remember that class we went to? And it sucked? Let's talk about how much it sucked. I highly doubt it, bro. These guys were like fucking the ultimate generation of autistic. I'm joking. No, maybe I'm not joking. Maybe I mean it. It's not that bad. Maybe I'm autistic. But yeah, that really changed my perspective. I kind of only wanted like a little bit of stage time. Like, I didn't really go to learn some shit. I just went to like test out shit. But it turns out that your audience, I feel like, really matters. And it was like too little. It was like 10 people or some shit like it. There's too little people, I feel like. If it's one person, the least people, the less laughs you're gonna get. But yeah, that's it. That's it about that. I don't know. Since last time also actually, last time I wasn't single, now I'm single. So what's up with that? I'm single, everyone. Ladies out there, if you, I need you, ladies. Please reach out to me, ladies. Please. That's a joke. But really, I need a girlfriend. Really, I need a girlfriend. I need one of you to reach out to me. I need it now. But anyways, yeah, I'm single, and bro, some of the days I just go to the office, I come back, I didn't see anyone in the whole fucking day, and that's that, you know, and that's and I really want to go to the U.S. I feel like there's some good shit over there, independent of anything. Oh well, there's some good shit over there, also some bad shit over there, but I feel like a lot of the people that I want to interact with are there. I think my ideal life is I go there sometimes, come back, live here. Um, but let's see how my videos. Let's see. I'm trying to do some different shit. Let's see how that shit works. But yeah, I'm single for like a year now. Uh, Unsuccessfully tried online dating. Holy shit! Like really unsuccessfully. Like like astronomically. Okay, it's not like I went through pain and suffering through it, but it's like okay, at least people want to meet with me. You know, that's a good thing. But but the people that want to meet with me, all of them, I don't know where the fuck they're convening and like having meetings about eventually meeting me and being like, okay, all of us, we have to fucking put the best picture on our profile and show up, and we're some different shit. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck is up with these girls I'm meeting. First of all of them, they smoke like like they are like fuck oxygen. They all of them they are go on anti-oxygen fucking campaigns in the streets. They smoke like they cannot fucking like there's no tomorrow. They smoke like they're invincible. And they're all fucking don't put that on their profile. They're all like, oh yeah, smokes socially. So what does that mean? That whenever there's a person, you are the chain smoker forever, or what? What? So it fucking pisses me off because that's a very important thing for me because I'm a fucking very smell oriented person. My nose is fucking number one. It's like the first thing in front. Oh, maybe my dick. My nose. I wonder if I think my dick is further forward if I'm there standing straight, but my nose is like right in front of my face. Like I'm the first thing my fucking I interact with you with is my nose. The thing that hits me first. I can instantly tell how you smell, and I fucking hate. Oh my god, a cigarette smell it stinks, bro. How can you be a girl? So okay, or a guy, whatever. Everyone deserves to smell good, but I feel like a guy doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. Girls straight up smell like fart and ass with this cigarette shit. Their whole clothes, their fingers. God, I hate a dude. There's also this like machine, the cigarettes that you put a machine on it. It's like a cigarette that you insert into a machine and you smell that. Smoke that. It's straight out of an ass. The smell is straight out of a butt. It came out of an ass and went straight into my nose, and I smelled it. Disgusting, bro. I don't know how you can be doing that in public, and it's like unacceptable socially to fart, but it's fine to like smoke. This horrible. However, like if I smell tobacco without being burnt, it does smell kind of good. Like also like a cigar and shit. But bro, these girls like that I'm meeting, it's like between so they took the picture for fucking Bumble, and they're like, okay, and then the whole time after they took the picture, saved it to their Bumble. The whole time between that moment and when they met me, they were like in between a fucking they were like in a tsunami or some shit, or in a tectonic plate, and they fucking their shit shook around and shit. Their nose moved here, and they got fucking whiskers and shit, and their face just got fucked, and they got like a straight. Their chin is directly connected to their fucking clavicle. They got a straight this shit, just from here to here, just a straight, just a weak. I don't listen. I don't mean to judge. I will not judge, and I just want you to be honest with me about how you look. I really don't judge looks. What the fuck? Some shit in my mouth. Hair. Oh, there's some fuzz in my mouth. Nice. I really don't judge looks, and I'll meet. If I vibe with you, bro. First of all, I swipe almost everyone right, and if I vibe with you, I like that a lot. I'm looking for a vibe. I don't almost don't get, like I okay like anyone. You're a little bit superficial, and you like wanna date someone you're attracted to. Is that fucking horrible? But I almost will swipe right on almost everyone, and I want to check out your vibe, especially if you look interesting in your pictures. Like not necessarily that you look great or some shit, but that you look like your clothes is cool, or you have like, I don't know, an item that I think is cool, and I ask you about it, bro. For the love of God, what the fuck did I just say? For fucking goodness sakes, what am I becoming? Just please be honest with what you look like. I don't know. You're wasting our time here. I at least want to know what you look like. The first thing that I see these girls, and almost every time the first thing I think of is, holy shit, is she okay? Holy shit, is she good? What did she go through? And I'm not judging. I'm just saying you showed me a whole other version of you. And also unfathomable to me how you just show up and you're like, hi, you know. I would show, if I'm showing you like a model edited picture of me, and I show up in real life, I'm showing up like this, bro. I'll be fucking shy as fuck, because I would understand that that's not what I look like, and now I look different. These girls are like, don't realize that they look different or some shit, or I don't know. But yeah, it fucks with me, because then for the first half an hour, all I'm thinking about is, oh my God, bro, first of all, automatically I'm not attracted to you, because that's not what I thought you looked like. So the whole time I'm thinking like, oh my God, okay, here's another time that I gotta fucking hang out, pretend I'm interested. And a lot of the times I give it a chance. Every single time, actually, I give it a chance. And sometimes we vibe. I've also realized that either girls are shy with me, or I'm just happen to find mostly shy girls, or I act in a way that's, I don't know. Because I always feel like I'm myself. I am myself. Like, I don't automatically, like it takes like, it doesn't take much for me to just start joking around with you and shit. But what I've noticed is that with girls, and maybe just everyone, you have to get through the layers until you get to the real them. You get this like little bullshitty nice person, shy person, and I don't know why I'm not patient enough to get to the bottom of that. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking care about asking you a million things until eventually you tell me one joke, or like laugh at my joke, or I don't know. I don't need you to be a fucking comedian or some shit, but I at least want you to have a little bit of some fucking leaning to wanting to have fun in an interaction. And a lot of times it's like, okay, what's your favorite fucking nut? Oh, macadamia? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, which ones are those? And then they like pull out their phone and look. That's like such a common move. Like, oh, yeah, you don't know that? And then they'll pull out their phone and Google macadamia. I don't give a fuck. I never fucking cared right now about what a macadamia nut looks like. Okay, they're trying to they're trying to engage in an interaction, you know? I think I'm just frustrated that I'm not finding a person that I vibe with, and that my social life is like, okay, I'm meeting a lot of people. I just am not meeting a lot of the right people for me. So yeah, I'm a little frustrated, and I don't understand how. I think I'm in the wrong place. I think if I went to the US, maybe it would be better. Maybe the UK, or maybe just the right friend groups. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about most of my friends of friends, like third degree friends or whatever the fuck, are university, kind of younger than me people. I don't have anything in common with that. I don't have anything in common with them. They think that it's so fucking crazy to like I don't know, driving blasting the music. I don't know, like they did a stupid thing and they're drunk and they just think that's so cool. If you think that being drunk is like a cool thing and you're like, oh yeah, we were so drunk that like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm so past that. Oh yeah, it's so cool that we smoked so much weed, bro. We smoked weed right after doing so much alcohol. It's like, okay, fucking congratulations, bro. Like, no one cared. No one of my age. No one my age cared. Your boy's getting old. I'm 28. I'm 20 fucking 8, motherfucker. I'm motherfucking 28. I'm pushing 30. I don't go fuck. So yeah, I'm just meeting a lot of fucking catfish ass motherfuckers. Dude, these girls are like, oh, okay, let me take a picture from my Bumble. Okay, save. Hey, yeah, upload it to my Bumble. And now, real quick, let me book a fucking trip to Chernobyl. Right, real quick, right to the fucking schmuck dead center of Chernobyl. I want my fucking, I want a finger to grow out my cheek. And I want a fucking no eyebrows and this tooth and back. I want no fucking teeth backwards of this tooth. Here and back, I want nothing. All I want is these fucking front six and fuck every tooth behind this. What's up with that shit? Why am I meeting people and they don't have teeth behind that one? Or they have like one missing tooth here. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that, bro? Fuck these Chernobyl bitches, bro. Chernobyl girls. But anyways. So yeah, that's my dating life right now. As I said, I'm a very like a smell oriented person. I I may be sitting down in the bathroom. First of all, I'm ashamed of having to shit. I'm developing this. I'm developing two things like some kind of allergy. I'm developing some kind of like a allergy in my nose, where I'm very like sneezy randomly, and also in my eyes, bro. I get itchy eyes. And another thing I'm developing is I'm ashamed to shit. like I don't want to shit because it stinks. I hate the fact that I shat and the bathroom stinks. I hate that about myself, bro. I don't give a fuck about a bad smell. Every time I fart, I change rooms and pretend I didn't. I don't think that's normal. I hate the fact that my friends tell me that I have a very specific. So my friends tell me that I never smelled bad bodily, but they also tell me that I have a very specific smell, and I think it's because I just constantly use the same like laundry detergent and the creams on my body and shit, and I don't know, I developed some kind of, I don't know, scent. I fucking hate that. I want 100% of people to be like, bro, you smell delicious, and I want to eat you, and you increase my appetite. I want people to bask in my fucking great scent always, and I want me to be the epitome of a good smelling human, and I hate that I can't, and I hate that I fucking developed this. And my friends are like, oh, your house smells very fucking particular, and you have a very specific smell, bro. I want to die when they tell me that. I want them to be like, you have a very specific smell, and it makes me want to fucking lick you. It makes me want to lick you from head to toe because I want to eat you because you smell fucking delicious. I want the first compliment for people to tell me is you smell delicious. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But I'm a very smell specific person. Like yeah. I can notice a smell on you very, very fucking fast. I can notice a smell in a place. I hate a stinky city. If I'm sitting in my bathroom, and this is crazy, and this is not even a joke. If I'm sitting in my bathroom and I'm swiping on Bumble, or I'm like just messaging with a girl, and I take a stink, and I drop a shit, I associate it with a girl, and I'm like if the world's most beautiful girl pops up on my fucking Tinder or some shit, and she's super like me already, and as she pops up, like I drop a stinky shit, and it smells bad. I associate it with her, and I'm like, oh, wow, she's so pretty, but she's a shit smelly. She probably also takes a shit, and I like associated with her, so I'm not no longer into her. That's fucked. That's fucked. I need a brain check. I need I need a smell doctor. I legitimately associate shit with her, with like with a girl. My bowel movements, if they happened as I first found her out about her. So yeah, that's me. Before there's other weird habit. Talking about fucking habits. There's this other weird habit I have, which is like right before I go on a date, I have this weird fear that I have a weird fear that right after I take a shit, like a really hot girl is gonna knock on my door and be like, "Oh my god, wait, can I use your bathroom? This is an emergency." And then she walks in and it's just that I just stank shat that place up. That's just a fear of mine. First of all, I just wanted to put that out there. Second of all, I don't know how I got there. Before I go on a date and I meet a girl, the last thing I do before I leave my house is I go to the bathroom. Like I go to the bathroom, I pee probably if I have to. Then the last thing I do is I wipe my ass. I don't know why. I just want to make sure I have a clean ass. And I never had a situation where my ass was out or where my asshole was out. Ever. Unless you're naked. But yeah, I just wipe my ass. I just have a very big fear that we're like hanging out and like the girl is like, that's weird. Like, why does it smell like a shit cloud is following us? And then I realized like, oh, it's because I didn't wipe. So now it just smells like shit everywhere I go. That's a legitimate fear of mine. So yeah, I prevent that by wiping every time before I go on a date. But dude, my anxieties propagate, like my anxiety is manifests itself through my ass. Like if I the way my body tells me that that I have anxiety right now is it very realistically makes me feel like I'm wet, like I'm dropping a wet, like I'm leaking out of my ass. Super realistically. That's the way other people get like stomach butterflies or like wet palms. For me, it's like my brain tells my body, bro, you got wet fucking shit coming out your ass right now. And I'm like, holy shit, it really feels like it's coming out. And then I check and it's just dry and clean and perfect. Like a clean baby butt. But then the second I stop checking, once again, it feels like, holy shit, like it really feels like there's a wet shit, like just a shitty coming out of my ass. I don't know why, and I'm constantly on a bike, so like that's even a worse combination. Like you're on a bike and you feel like you got a wet, you're shitting on this bike seat. I wish I was a normal human. I don't know. I'm a weirdy. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. I don't know. I was recently thinking like the body is just exists. The body is just trying to exist. The body just sweats and is like, okay, it's kind of hot here. Let me sweat. Oh, it's kind of like, let me fart. We're constantly trying to mask the actuality and reality of our bodies. Constantly. We're trying to fucking scrub the shit out the tooth. Just shit. Fucking scrub that shit. And also if we don't, we get diseases. Which, how the fuck how the fuck was a hunter-gatherer? That you gotta scrub the shit out. You fucking gotta wash your armpits and shit. Constantly creams and body lotions. I go to the fucking shower. I put shampoo, conditioner. I scrub my body with like a scrub to remove the dead skin cells. Also smells good. Body fucking shower cream or shower soap. Then what else? I come out. Sometimes I put like some kind of body oil, dry myself, lotion. Then I brush my teeth. I put like I water rinse my teeth with a fucking water jet. I mouthwash. Then I put on fucking face cream, some kind of cream on my hair. Okay, it's not all for smell, but it all has a fucking smell. How the fuck is a human being supposed to be before? We're constantly trying to stop the body from being itself. Holy shit. And girls have girls, and I think it's just a scam. Most of these like girl products, the shit my mom uses, the shit girls, I've seen girls use. A cream for everything. The cream for the nose cream, the anti-aging forehead cream, the fucking cheek cream, the blah 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 anti-exfoliant fucking reverse aging generator, fucking the moisturizer. And then there's a fucking quadrillion types of makeup, but that's different because that's like trying to achieve a look. There's a bunch of creams. What is a normal human being? Why do we hate a normal human? How it's supposed to be? I wonder if you stop brushing your teeth and just putting deodorant on, like what happens then? Who knows all this shit we're putting on our bodies? I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna keep on doing it for a fucking, and I'm gonna keep on doing it a fucking lot because I want to smell good. I'm gonna keep fucking washing myself with isopropyl motherfucking methyl fucking phenidate and all this shit. Read the ingredients in the back of your shit that you're using. It's fucked. The shit all you're fucking using, and I'm gonna keep fucking using it. Because all these fucking vegan alternatives, they stank out, bro. Except I use a deodorant. I use a fucking a natural deodorant, just like all it has is like baking soda and some fruit extracts, and that's my deodorant. Fuck the fucking aluminum deodorant. Don't use that shit. I use that natural shit, and it's fucking great. Sometimes for some people it doesn't work. For my friend Kevin, he stinks out like the next level. He stinks out even worse. But I don't work for me, so fucking write that down. It's good advice for you. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's motherfucking crazy. How long? Shit, it's been 30 fucking minutes. Shit. Welcome to the fucking first episode, my friend. I want to do this every week. I've been thinking a lot about life, just reminiscing. Especially ever since my birthday a month ago. I went to I kind of fucked my knee up. Couldn't walk for a week. One of the fucking worst things is not being able to walk. Really horrible. I don't know how wheelchair person. That's really like, be grateful you can walk, bro. Fuck. Be really grateful you can walk. If you're sad about some shit, at least you can walk. If you can. I don't know. If you can't, then I don't know. There's probably some other guy with some even worse shit. But yeah, I had a horrible time not being able to walk. Couldn't stand up, do my dishes. I was just living in a mess. Thankfully, my friends helped me out. Went to the doctor. Begged this motherfucker. Fuck the GP system here in the Netherlands, which is like you have to go to a doctor first before you go to a specialist. And the doctor has to like gatekeep any procedure. So I went to the doctor and I'm like, doctor, I can't walk. He's like, okay, wait 12 days. Let me know. And I'm like, excuse me? So I had to wait 12 days. I come back after 12 days. Doctor, I'm fucked. He's like, okay, wait a little bit. And I'm like, no. The previous guy told me that I don't want to. He's like, okay, let me check. He checks a little bit. Also, guy is straight up gay, I think. He fucking straight gay. And also, he's like, take your pants off. And as I'm taking my pants off, he keeps looking at my belt, bro. I hate that. I hate, and that's probably what girls feel like. That's probably what girls feel like all the time, bro. Because every dude is a fucking weirdo. The guy's clearly a fucking weirdo, bro. He's a fucking gay ass. I don't have anything against gays. Maybe I don't think I'm gay, but if I would be fine with it. But this guy was clearly just. He's like, take your pants off. And as I'm taking my pants off, he's like talking, and then he keeps looking at my belt, bro. He keeps looking at my dick. He keeps being like this, just looking, and then I look at him in the eyes, like, and then as I look, he's like looks away, then looks straight back, bro. What the fuck? Be low key about it. I'm doing this shit, he keeps looking at my belt. Stop that. And also, I fucking didn't know that. And that day I wore some fucking shitty fucking underwear where it wasn't stuck to my body like a sport underwear. It was like loose. And fucking probably he saw some shit. And like, okay, whatever. He saw some shit. But also, I don't want him to. That guy 100% jacked off to that shit. He was like, oh yeah, shit. You got a very strange knee, as he looks directly into my crotch. He's looking at my crotch, moving the fucking underwear, looking at the side and shit. Then I fucking put on my pants. He keeps looking at my belt, telling me not, okay. Anyways, I got over that. Maybe he's normal, but severely doubt it. Stop looking. Do not look at my belt, bro. Look at me in the fucking eyes when you're talking to me. Anyways, I tell him. He's like, yeah, maybe you have a torn fucking whatever the shit. He said, maybe you have a, yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what you have. And I told him, I went to a physio, and the physio told me to get an MRI. And he's like, he was like, MRI? Bitch? MRI? What do you think? We're shitting cash out here? You want an MRI? It's gonna take way more than that. I'm gonna have to see your dick for a fucking MRI. And I fucking pulled my dick out. He told me he had to suck my dick. He told me you can only get an MRI if you pull your dick out, and I suck it to completion. So I went to I did that, and then I went 3 more times because I liked it. I'm kidding. The guy felt offended that I said MRI. So he calls my physio. He's like, so what? Which physio? And I'm like, what do you mean my physio? He's like, what's his fucking name? Like I said the most craziest out of this world shit. And I tell him the name. He's like, Googles him, and he's like, 30 seconds later, he's on a phone call with him. The physio's like, what is this? And the guy's like, yeah, so I'm here with Benji. He told me you told him you needed an MRI. What the fuck is up with that? And the guy's like, yeah, I mean, he couldn't fucking walk. The guy's like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, interesting. And then they talk a little bit, and then turns out, like, I have an issue. Turns out they realize, like, okay, maybe he has an issue with his knee. Then at the end, I'm like, the guy's like, I'm inclined to just tell you to rest a little bit. And I'm like, no one fucking actually knows what's going on with my knee. And he's like, no, but I told you, right? And I'm like, yeah, you told me 5 options. I can also tell you 5 fucking options of whatever the fuck that I want to know exactly what's wrong with my knee. He's like, oh, your anterior medial meniscus. Your anterior medial fucking ACL. Maybe it's an ACL or your anterior. He kept saying anterior medial. I'll hit you in the anterior medial part of your motherfucking face, motherfucker. Shit, I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Shit. Anyways, after fighting with this motherfucker, finally I get the MRI. He's like, oh, I'm not get you MRI. I'll refer you to an orthoped, and then he'll probably give you an MRI. Okay, I go to the orthoped. Hottest. This was like a tall ass. He decided orthoped over like being the most best looking fucking superhero in Avengers, because this was like a 2 meter tall, and also like this is a stretch, but like I got the vibe that the person who his secretary and him been on some shit. I don't know, like I got that vibe. Anyways, this orthoped tells me like, yeah, we're gonna give you an MRI. We do the fucking MRI. Once again, I gotta take my pants off, but I was smart because I put on pants below my pants, like shorts below my jeans. Fuck yeah, because I don't want more of that shit. Anyways, also maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe none of that shit is true, but still, fucking, it felt really real. But the MRI shows that I have a torn meniscus, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking refer you to a orthopedic surgeon because you probably need arthroscopic surgery in your knee. What's up with that fucking looking at my belt motherfucker that told me that maybe I should wait 2 more weeks? I legitimately feel like going back there and being like putting the fucking paper, there's arthroscopic surgery, being like, big mistake. Big mistake. Huge. Like a pretty woman moment, but instead of you're rich now, you just need knee surgery. Pissing me off. So yeah, I probably need knee surgery. Fucking petrified of it. At least it's like a non fucking like, it's just through a camera. It's not like open. They don't open your shit up. So that's good, but still a little bit scary. But you know, we'll see. So yeah, that's my story with that. Haven't been able to play tennis ever since then. I'm a very active person. I boulder and I tennis a lot. Thankfully, I can boulder now. Still not very comfortable in my knees. But yeah, at least I can boulder a little bit. I can't play tennis. I haven't gone on a fucking run. I feel like I haven't sweat since then. Kind of going a little bit crazy. Shit. Dude, tennis. Last time I played tennis, there's a whole other story there. I'm not going to say it now. I was once in a tennis tournament. And the way tennis tournament works here is you show up to the courts. You sign up online. You show up to the courts. And there's like a person waiting there. In this case, it was a girl. I go up to the girl. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here, Benji, ready for my match. And she's like, oh, okay. Your match is in that court over there. You know, you're in court number 2 or whatever it was. Here's the tennis balls. Good luck. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I just sit right there, grab a drink and sit there just to wait. Then my opponent comes. He walks up to the girl and he's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, whatever the fuck. Jan or whatever a Dutch name is. Because this guy was as Dutch as they come. And the girl is like, oh yeah, sit on fucking court number 2. Your opponent is here. He has the balls. Court number 2, good luck. And I heard that and I was like, did this bitch just fucking say good luck to me and also to him? Because that shit just canceled out. Like what? Who gets it? Who gets it now? You know? Me or him? Fucking luck wishing to everyone, motherfucker. And I actually thought about that a lot. I was like, doesn't that like, what is that? What is saying good luck? I think it's just a social convention. There's a bunch of saying like, hey, how's it going? Like I've noticed this small talk shit is some of the biggest bullshit. It's just like sometimes I'm like, hey man, what's up? And their answer is like, oh yeah, good, and you? And I'm like, what? Sometimes I'm like, how's it going? And they just answer some other shit. Like, small talk is just a bullshit. Oh yeah, hey, how's it going? Yeah, good, and you? Good. And that's the interaction I have with people a lot, almost on a daily. I wonder what the fuck the reason for that is. And also if there's a way to not have that and be like and actually make... The thing is, you don't want to inconvenience the person, but you want to acknowledge their existence and acknowledge that, okay, you're still on good terms. So maybe it's like a cultural, social little thing, but I wish it was less bullshitty. Anyway, she tells me good luck, and she tells him good luck, and I thought about that shit a lot. I was like, who the fuck? Why do we say good luck? Like, maybe have a nice match would be a better one. Anyways, I lost that fucking match. And the way the shit works here is like you play a match, and then like the loser has to offer the winner a drink. So the guy is like, "Oh, you want a drink?" And I'm like, "Fucking what? Okay, I don't have anything else to do. It's 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. I'm out here drinking an iced tea with some guy called fucking Jan van Smitsenberg or whatever Dutch name. Nothing in common with this fucking guy. We're just sitting there talking about, hey, yeah. So what's your job? Kill myself, bro. And the guy's like, oh, like you played really good, like, whoa, like it was really hard, like you played really good, like you fucking you returned everything, your serve was really hard, and that shit pissed me off. Fuck you, bro. What? You can't. You just won. You just won. You can't fucking compliment me at some shit you just did better than me at it. That's just a self compliment. You're complimenting yourself. Oh yeah, you played. Yeah, wow, you played so well. You were really had a good backhand, like very solid. Who the fuck are you? Shut the fuck up, bro. You just won. What the fuck? I could compliment you about tennis because I just lost. I could be like, oh yeah, bro, whoa, what a strong serve. And then he could be like, oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I had a good day. Bro, don't fucking compliment me about some shit you just beat me at. Fuck you entirely. If you went like, you know what? Actually, we've been playing out here all day, doing some aerobic exercise. We've been sweating out a lot. It's very sunny. And you still smell pretty refreshing. Like you still have a very nice scent. You definitely take care of yourself, and you have a good self-hygiene. I'll be like, holy shit, thanks. What a nice guy. Shit. You really, wow, that's a great compliment. Because that's completely irrelevant to anything, and it's just a compliment, right? Don't fucking compliment me on some shit we just fucking both did, and you beat me at it. That's a crazy fucking thing. Wait, let's see how. Let me see some shit here real quick. Let's see what's up, my friends. Let's see what's motherfucking up, my friends. Dude, last thing I'm gonna talk about. I don't even know if this is a thing. It's just been in my mind lately. I definitely feel like I look different. I feel like my face. I feel like I'm changing. There's like a previous me. I can't picture myself 10 years ago anymore. I don't know what I was. I think that's just normal. Just people change. I feel like I look different. I feel like my face is not symmetrical. My mouth is kind of not symmetrical. My hair is fucking changing, bro. Like it's falling off. I'm very stressed out, and I want to go to a skin doctor. Maybe there's an issue with my skin. I don't know. Or a stress doctor. Is that a thing? I went to a fucking psychologist. Cost thousands, and that bitch didn't know shit. Actually traumatized me even further. That's a story for another time. Maybe I already talked about it. I don't know. But yeah, my hair, like, I'm very stressed out all the time. I gotta learn how to relax. Like, my hair is fucking. Neither of my parents have, hair loss traits, and I'm having it. The shit is just the way that shit is, though. I'm gonna figure out how to deal with that. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm becoming more self-conscious. And I don't like that. I want to be able to just lose myself in the moment. For some reason, I can't recently. I just like, every time there's a person looking at me, instead of me looking back at them, I'm thinking about what I look like. And I don't know if that's a common thing. I don't know if that's normal all the time. And I can manage it pretty good. I've gotten good at managing it and just pretending I'm normal. But I really don't feel normal. I'm not living in the world normally, I don't think. I'm living in the world like a strange version of it in my mind. So yeah, I got a little bit I'm becoming like self-conscious in certain situations. Like if I go to a store or some shit. Today I went to a store, get some contact lenses. holy shit, I just started sweating out. And it was like I'm just being there like, oh yeah, yeah, could I return these contact lenses? Like that's how I look like. But inside I'm like, just like feeling how my face feels, and like just feeling all this shit in my body. I'm just like thinking about how I'm feeling. I actually don't give a fuck about how I look. That's a good thing. I don't give a fuck about how I look anymore. I used to constantly look at myself in the mirror. I don't give a fuck anymore. But I'm like constantly thinking about how I feel it in my face. It's fucking weird. I was gonna go on a even further tangent into that, but I'm like, shit, it's kind of weird to talk about that shit. Makes me feel icky. I'll probably delete all this shit I just talked about. But yeah, it was fun. Good to be back. No one is gonna watch this shit probably in like a fucking year. Maybe in a year I'll get some views. But for now, I had a great time with you. Maybe one day I'll do this live. Just talk with people on live. That could be cool. Maybe I'll do live. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I feel like I would enjoy everything, or maybe not enjoy everything, but I would be able to do everything. But I gotta figure out what my fucking thing is. Aren't we all in that process, huh? And if you think you figured it out, congrats, and I hope you succeed. But also I would say I think I'm fundamentally different and I get bored of shit really fast. So I think maybe my thing is to constantly change. First I gotta build a little foundation. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in 7 days. Bye. Holy shit, that was exactly at an hour. Holy shit.